Alright, so Destiny 2. Or Destiny 1.5. Jury's still out. I know that's probably
too
an obvious
soon.
joke.
Too soon.
I will see, but right now I've played the. Well, both of us have played the intro video, essentially the E3 demo, and kind of just whizzed through that because I'd seen it all before. So I'm really more interested in how they've changed anything for these strikes and story-based missions. What do you think so far? Have you?
It's definitely more of the same, I think.
Yeah.
It as you'd expect, it feels similar. It's a sequel. Does it feel like a sequel, or does it feel like more Destiny? And that's a fine line, isn't it? I mean, straight away, this looks better because you've got a bit of colour in it.
Load times look a bit quicker than before.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Actually, there seem to be. Would like it if you can move your ship around in the screen. I thought that in Destiny 1 as well. Would be fun. Little Star Fox mini game would be nice. Little hoops to go through.
I kind of agree. It's like you kind of think they could have done a lot more, and but yeah, it is more the same because I think even when they announced this, you thought, they're gonna have maybe spaceships, maybe we'll have more control, and there'll be battles and stuff, but there isn't. So speaking of, I mean, this reminds me of like No Man's Sky when I think of.
It does look like it, doesn't it? The colours and stuff as well.
And what is this like cyan or these teal-like colours? And what I noticed about this one playing it, they do have a lot more blooming in the game. So
I was just thinking that, yeah, a few god rays, bit of lens flare.
Yeah.
Actually, that's quite a nice effect.
All right, so we've got somebody saying. Now I'm using the hand cannon because I use the hand cannon. Typically, the hand cannon was my weapon of choice with the first Destiny. These are really nice. I picked one up during the story, I think, and it's got really good impact on it. It's really hard hitting. It's really satisfying. They gave me a what are the other ones called? I forget the name they give yellow weapons.
Legendaries.
Like your legendaries, yeah, your premium ones, and it wasn't that great. I'm kind of sticking with this one for now. So
yeah, I've got a legendary like mini cannon thing, I think. So while they're doing that, I'm just going to quickly flick and see what guns I've got. So I'm using an auto rifle at the moment, which is I suppose it's okay. 2 auto rifles, in fact. I've got a hand cannon.
And when you're done with that, you'll have to show us your dance moves, because.
Oh yeah, how do I do that?
Right thingy, right on the D-pad.
Okay, right.
All right.
Oh, that's
That's very Fresh Prince. What it was? Who's shooting?
Oh, I interrupted a dance.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Right, don't worry. We were dancing and we got killed. It's professional.
I didn't even get to show you my moves. Are they dead now?
Show me now.
I'm gonna do it now. Bit of a slow one. This.
Oh.
It's very mystical.
It is mystical, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is. So I picked the Warlock because I played Warlock before, and I'm just playing it safe because that's who I used in Destiny. It picked a female by default. I'm not too fussed by that, and it feels like. Do you notice any differences with how yours controls? I've still got the same kind of floaty jumping here, but I believe the Titans, if that's what you're playing, might be a bit higher with the jumps. So there's a
yeah, they've got a sort of boost type jump, which is very similar. I'm going the wrong way here, aren't I?
Yeah, you want to be coming this way.
Okay, whoops, I didn't realise. I just drove the thing off the pike off the ledge.
Now, I think we were joined by a random there in our team. I think it automatically paired us up with someone else, but...
Oh, yeah, the real Janon. Oh, what's this?
Yeah, these are your little teleport type.
Like boost pods, aren't they?
Yeah. And I like how it does a bit of a thing there as you go through. It's like, if you look to your right, there's the Fountain of Youth, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's quite cool. We need to go and help our mate up. He got killed.
Yeah, he's being reckless. He wants to take out all that. Careful though.
Well, to be fair, we were dancing.
We did. We were. There we go. So I was trying to hit him in the backpack there, but I don't think it. Let's go through this one. It's a Stargate type thing. All right. Now, I think we want to stick to the left here.
Okay. So you've done this
go.
before, have you, this strike?
I had a little bit of a look at it yesterday, and yeah, it's. I don't know much beyond this. I don't know like how many strikes we get. Given that the game's only till Friday, I suspect that they just give you like maybe one strike, and then the rest is going into the multiplayer.
Yeah, that's exactly it for the beta for sure. So we had the one story mission that you've done, the strike, and there's
right.
I think 2 maybe multiplayer maps, and the new mode to try, which is fine. They shot themselves in the foot with the first beta because they gave you basically the entire Russia level, which is pretty much a quarter of the game in terms of areas to see.
Exactly, yeah, that was.
So they've learned from that for sure, I would think.
That's what I was wondering with this. Can I get to level 7? Well, but no, it's not so much getting to level 7. They've said, well, no, they haven't said, but it says just by playing that they start you on 200. You're not going to go up beyond 200, I believe, and they're going to give all your weapons. Oh god, I'm just going to edit myself. They're going to give you weapons that go to 200. So anything you earn in the game, it's only really going to affect you cosmetically. I think there's a difference is everything's going to be 200 basically, and the only difference is might be that you might get a gun that will have a bigger impact, like this hand cannon I'm using. I'm just sticking with a hand cannon. It's pretty cool. Now the one thing that's different is, so you'll notice your heavy weapons are no longer really heavy weapons. They're your secondaries. So I don't know if we can find a spot to pause. I might try it now. But if you go into, so I go into my menu, I've got now I've got my hand cannon, kinetic weapon, and you've got energy weapon, and you've got power weapons. I'm probably still just going to look at it as your heavy weapons and whatnot, because essentially you go to your power weapon. These are like your charge rifles. So this is, what am I brandishing there? Fusion rifle, and I got a grenade launcher.
I think it makes you feel more powerful than just having primary, secondary, which your secondary is a fallback. You've now got 2 options to engage with, which are essentially primary, secondary, but it's more primary, primary. So 2 types of ammo again, still, which is fine. But you've got more options.
I think they've done it in a way where, yeah, I agree. They've done it in a way where I think you can get by with your two weapons. And oh my god, what have I done? Let's not use that bit of feed. Maybe you will. That was embarrassing. I'm just falling to my death here, by the way. You have to wait for me to. But yeah, with the.
I don't think I can get up to you, so sorry about that.
No, I'm kind of gone to the core of the earth right now. That's a lengthy respawn, man.
Don't worry,
I
Jason's
dropped
done
forever.
the same.
Oh god. But yeah, so the top 2 tier of the weapons, they do the job well enough. And then this one, I guess, just if you need to lay down some, I don't know, cover grenades or something. But I don't think it's nothing game breaking. It's different, but it's not. It still feels pretty much the same. I'm not gonna. It's kind of semantics. I'm not gonna really get into the.
Yeah, and you've still got the types of damage, the void damage, the fire damage one.
Speaking of which, well, have you built up your special?
I did on the intro mission. I've got it built up now, but I've not deployed it.
What does the Titan do? Is that where you lay down the shield? Is that right?
You might lay it down. When I did the intro, you just sort of run around like a maniac, smashing it into people's faces like Captain America.
Yeah, there was one. That's what that reminds me. So, I don't know if you're aware of this, but now if you hold the circle button down and you have like a charge, you can. I think that might be where you lay down a shield if you're a Titan.
Okay, I'll try that.
And so if you look at, there you go. You see that?
Oh wow! So I can do that at any point, can I?
I don't know if there's a charge time on it, but if you look at my character, for example, while I just stay here, I think I do some sort of I think that might give you more of like a health energy boost or a health regen.
Possibly empowering rift, it's called. That's helpful.
Yeah. So I think it gives you like a slight boost there, and then you can do that, but then you still have your main ability there, which I really like the Warlock's one because she can fire like, I guess they're like sonic booms from your sword. You can leap in the air and then just fire a torrent of flaming swords for a limited time at your foes. And that's cool when you've got like a really good built up. Now this, well, I do like this map here. It does feel big though, doesn't it? I don't know how.
Yeah, it does, and there's lots of fighting going on between different species down there. There's some war beasts.
Yeah, we've got some
getting
spiky
attacked
dog
by some
things
goblins.
So we've got a well, call them war beasts, but
I have to say again though, I mean, obviously we're only getting a small slice of the game. I'm not following the story at all. There was like the towers got blown up. There's some fighting going on again. Something, don't know. This is the biggest challenge for Destiny 2. Is they really build the story as being a big deal for Destiny 1, and it wasn't great. And most of it was told in grimoire cards outside of the game, which they seem to have recognised that. But it still needs to be a good story. That's going to be the challenge.
Honestly, though, I always feel that's Bungie's weakness, is that they do these really solid... They know how to do their weapons and make them feel chunky and what's the word? Satisfying. But their narratives, they're so needlessly convoluted. I felt that the Halo series... There's probably people... I'm sure there's people who can explain the Halo series out there, but I found them just incoherent half the time, and it just felt like Lost, where they were just ended up starting to just make it up as they went along. I don't know if this one's going to feel any different. I feel like they've got the characters there that are kind of fun and quirky, but we'll see. I just don't know if it's...
But that's the thing. They've got these quirky characters. These quirky characters came in as a response to people moaning about the story in the first place. So they tried to add some personality and injected it like 10 times more than they needed to. Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's personal preference, isn't it? You know, if you like that sort of thing. But it felt a little bit too much for me personally. But then at the start there wasn't enough, so it's hard to please everybody.
It is, but sometimes there's nothing wrong with, even if it's cliched, there's nothing really wrong with just making something simple. And let's just take out this dude. Who is down? Is that you or our friend?
No, it's our buddy. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Should we leave him alone?
No, I can't help him. Probably should in the spirit of team play.
Teamwork, yeah.
Oh, he was fighting one of the big bosses, to be fair.
Alright, but we should tell him, he's not here to listen to us, but try not to run off on your own, buddy. He's just standing there, getting gormless now. I don't think he knows what's going on. Alright, so now we're going. So like I like these. There are these. Oh, I see. So I think you can, I'm assuming. I think you can just shoot these guys in the back if you can get them at the right angle. They have these like big jets on them.
Oh, shoot the jetpacks off, yeah.
But generally, their shields aren't that tough. So I think you can just make short work of them. All right, so we've got some buttons to press. What's this? Board the valve. Oh, okay, yeah. So these things. Let's just. Do we need to push that, or do we just go through these turbines? I'm gonna jump through. There we go. They look worse than they are. Don't worry. Oh shit. Oh, excuse me. That was a bad word there, kids. Yeah. So they've done this. It's very accessible. We're at a level where they've put us on a high level, so the bad guys, they're not really giving us too much grief. I think
no, but you can be overwhelmed. You can be overwhelmed.
All right, we've got cleavers.
There's too many of them.
These guys seem a bit more. Oh, whoa! Now, what I noticed about this is it's just everything is coming at you from different angles. I kind of recall playing Destiny. It felt quite... You'd go through in quite a linear fashion, and then the bad guys they do... Oh, I'm down. They do throw you enemies from all sides. So you've got to be... I think this one probably promotes more teamwork. We're all together and we need to watch each other's backs. I think our friend died. I'm certainly down. I can't respawn for like 20 seconds.
I was down. He just saved me.
He did. He got.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
I need to escape, and I'm gonna go down again. Actually, if I
I went almost immediately.
Let's get you back.
I need to make use of that extra special shield that I've got. Oh wow! You just said about it being fairly easy. I'm getting absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I probably spoke to you on it. I have just built up my super, so let's try and save that for when we really feel we... Oh, actually, I might just use that now. What the hell? Check this out. Flames.
See we will.
We'll check it out on the video later. But I'm trying to think what these little dogs remind me of. They're like, I feel like I've seen them somewhere. I just can't.
Yeah, it reminds me of the what's his name, Samael from Hellboy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I don't know why I'm thinking Resident Evil. I think I'm just thinking of those.
Well, they're
weird
quite
buggy,
aggressive,
but
aren't they? I suppose they're quite aggressive, like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
What's the dig site? Okay, we have to go through that.
Right now, I don't know what I feel about the AI. Again, I do think like they throw you in numbers, but the AI feels. Oh come on! I overshot that by a mile. I went through the thing.
Oh.
It made me hit a wall, and then I fell. That's all right. I should control.
I took full damage, but I'm okay now.
Oh, this will be our outtakes. I'm trying to remember now. For all the hours I put into Destiny, I can't remember how long the respawn times were. But this feels like I'm getting punished more. I feel like I got.
They were quite long. I think they vary as well based on whether it's a mission or a strike or whatever really, or a raid.
All right, so it's not going to bother letting me catch up with my friends. It's just going to put me. Oh God! There we go.
I mean, this is like a very big level. I know it's a strike rather than a normal story mission, but there's a lot going on, lots of stuff in the background, which is nice. I do feel it's a bit of a shame it's not 60 frames. I mean, you get used to it, so it doesn't. You know, it's not such a big deal, but
yeah, I honestly, it doesn't faze me. I'm not. I'm kind of good with it.
Well, you say that. I mean, I've literally just been playing the Call of Duty remaster, and that is it at 60 frames. And you going from I'm dead. I'm falling off the side. Going from a 60 to a 30 is a bit a bit jarring. But you know, you quickly becomes not an issue once you get used to it and played it for a little bit, for sure.
All right, Matt. This is the Total Recall section.
Oh wow! Look at this. Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa. Okay, that was ace.
This is pretty cool, and we've got stay in the.
Wow, stay in the safe zone.
While dealing with these gits. Alright, so.
Yeah, you need to be a bit careful on where you go.
Whoa, whoa! Yeah. So I need to get them on the shield. These. Go on.
There's a world of trouble there. Oh, this is very cool though. I've got to say,
It's nice, and I hope that it's not just like one of those one-off
Oh.
things. I'm
No,
wondering how
you got
creative
me.
they get with this. No, don't worry, I'll just. Ta-da. No,
I spawned right
keep your
into
eyes
it.
open.
That was rough.
I just revived you while I'm doing that. I forgot that it was flipping. Alright. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, these respawn times don't seem that different actually, I have to say.
No. Okay. So now I'm I'm undecided whether to it's probably too premature to say whether to keep the pre-order or not. Just because the gaming season, it's very good, and is this enough to? I know that I should jump on it early because I made the mistake of getting Destiny 1 when there was nobody. When by that point everyone had played it, and then I was getting no benefit from it because all my friends were leveled up and I was getting hard matches. I feel like at one stage I want to, on the one hand I want to be there with everyone else playing this for the first time, and on the other it's, as we've said, it's more of the same. But it's not like they're still doing some new stuff, and it's a bit of a strategy here. Do you think you're gonna stick with yours?
It's hard to tell. I mean, this isn't terrible by any means. Am I enjoying it immensely? Not really at the moment. It feels like same old Destiny, and I got so tired of Destiny. I think that's the problem. But different missions to play will be fun. The problem as well is that the story perhaps may not be great. We don't know. The gunplay is excellent. We do know that. and it's got September pretty much all to itself at the moment. You know, a lot of the other stuff comes out a bit later on, and everybody's been playing
That's
it.
true.
So
That's true. Because I can't. I did get a lot of hours out of Destiny. So
I'll just push our mate off the ledge. That was a jerk move.
yeah, I think it's what we're supposed to do. Now, this looks. We got a massive Vex.
Whoa, hello.
Megatron.
He does look a bit like that, doesn't he?
All right.
Nice to see a bit more variety in the bosses as well, because. Well, no, there was a bit of variety in Destiny 1, I suppose. I think the problem is you did them all so many times. They felt really similar.
That's the problem. Destiny was very much rinse and repeat. So I.
Yeah, this isn't the right guy.
That's the only thing we have no indication of. So I'm going to take out his little jellyfish pets, whatever they are, because I think they're going to cause us problems. Let's get these guys. Now, I was saying about the AI earlier, but I do think this guy is being. The second you shoot at him, he's on you. He seems to be doing quite well to target all of us. So, yeah.
Remember, you got that the health bubble thing as well.
I'm going to lay this down and see what it does. If you guys come in this circle, I don't know if that gives me health or. Oh God. Definitely, there's a trick to using that because you have to use it in the right spots. Get grenade in there.
Oh, might be dead.
Man, I don't think I can. Oh, look at that! Wow, it looked good.
Oh, he all died. That's rough.
It looked good. I slid right between his legs there.
He like kicked me, and I went flying off the level. Oh, that's what I did again. Okay, no problem.
I think their energy stays about the same. Oh, that was a crap fault. I think this boss.
That's good.
Let's check. Where is he? Oh, you might not. Where is he? If he hasn't respawned, he must still be knocking around. Oh, there's that light.
I think he's proper back.
Oh, damn, he's at full health. Okay, so let's get a bit more. Let's use these walls a little bit more. I think because the problem is because we can't communicate with this with our buddy. So one of us needs to. I've got this wall here, so I might as well use it and just one of us concentrate fire on him and the other take out these little minions.
Okay, well I'll stay on him if you want. My assault rifle
I've got
seems to be decent.
Now I think I might actually use that and take these guys out.
Oh wow, there's like stuff going on all over the place.
This is actually hard because the walls face one way, and if you go on the side here, you get very minimal protection. So they've laid it out in this very deliberate way where taking cover is actually really, really difficult, I think. Because if you go too far on the edge, you're falling off. I would say rather than run in, let's just play this slow. I think Destiny's normally about staying back and trying to rush in there all the time. Is that you that died, or are you still with me here?
Yeah, it's me that died. It's me that died. I think you're right.
So many times. I'm trying to stay back and I'm taking pot shots, yeah. Even though I haven't got the greatest cover. You've got a wall
wiping out my health in one go, basically.
I reckon if one of us stays around this wall, I think we've got another wave here. Let's get a grenade in that middle when they all spawn. And they're trying to flank as well. So I'm just going to concentrate on these technical things. He's going to start moving around and trying to, because he'll know when I'm behind that wall. So.
Yeah, he's walking already. He's walking already. So I'm just to your left. Yeah, I'm dead.
So we need to cause a distraction from. All right, so he's distracting there. I'm going to run around to get you.
He's on you now. He's on you.
Oh, damn it. All right. Let me.
If you could just hold off for 5 seconds, then I'm back.
I'm trying my best. I'm going to my friend. All right, buddy. Here we go.
Okay, let's get back. I'm back. Survived.
That's all we can do. I think maybe. All right, I'm gonna. Actually, I'm gonna switch to my grenade. My grenades. Right, he's disappeared.
Well, I charged him and went for a shield smash. Oh.
Boosts on. There we
go. Yeah, good tip.
Now this.
Okay, stage 2 boss.
We've got
oh, hello.
Right, I'm going to get from the back there. I can clearly see he's got an exposed back here. So, and he doesn't like it. He reels when you hit him there. So,
Okay, yes. Oh wow,
oh
what's
damn!
this?
What's hit? What's hit me? What's hit me?
The floor caught on fire there
I
for a
actually
second.
can't see. I couldn't even see. I was completely disoriented by what was going on. So they're your Vex, right? They look just like you.
Yeah, these are all Vex.
Is there two of them? Or is that like because we're oh no, it's not his regular size. He kind of looks like he was a bit bigger. All right, nice one. All right, I'm gonna try and. I used to get annoyed when I would play really tough bosses in this game, and when you respawned and their energy resets, I really don't want to get into that thing of dying too many times and getting fed up and turning it off. Man, I've just been completely. See, the ground is disappearing, or it's creating lava on the edges. So when you get on the
Yeah, I did a jump and a hover there to try and avoid that.
right, I've just let's get some good shots on his back. I think you need to keep an eye on the floor and just see if it. Oh wow, where did they respawn from? And just see if it starts, I don't know, fragmenting. Take out these little guys as soon as I can because they're the problem, not him. You can kind of get around him. There's enough protection, but all right, we're doing all right. So I guess damn, there's the thing. I guess if we get him down to the next bar, he's
gonna go for the next stage, isn't he?
He's
right,
gonna go for
save
another
you.
stage. But I mean, if you can help it. Oh, in fact, we might have already got there. Well done. So I think we're going again.
Possibly, I didn't think
we're
he had
going
that
all
much
the way to hell.
damage. Oh wow, that was some full damage. I didn't boost in time.
Yeah, I took the full damage on the last one. Alright.
Oh, still got no shotgun ammo.
Alright.
Force barrier, 5 seconds.
There he is. Right, so he's blue now. Now I'm wondering when he turns colour here, if this means he's more susceptible to like elemental damage. I don't know, or maybe it's just
yeah, you could be right.
Thing, but I don't really think I have anything that's going to make much of an impact. However, that's
no, I don't think I do either. To be honest,
I keep forgetting. You've got your shield. Remember, don't forget to use that if you haven't.
Oh, it's funny you say that. I just used it.
And I've got this thing I'm going to activate, even though I still don't really know what it does. I think it just gives me like I think it might boost my health up. Basically, I think it recovers my health as soon as I walk into it.
I don't know. It's doing something to me, but I don't think it's recovering my health.
Right, let's try and just take out these little guys as soon as possible. Just get them in the chest. You take out loads really quickly. We've got the tentacle things as well. So, I'm kind of scared going off the edge here because every time, because I'm just worried the floor's going to collapse right on the edges of the thing. But I think we're doing all right now. I think now we've learned the.
Oh, I need some more ammo. Where's all the ammo? Can I go in this water? Do you think?
I wouldn't
No,
risk it.
no, you can't. You can't go in the water. Okay.
Or is it you can, but I wouldn't advise it.
Well, yeah, okay. You can for like probably less than a minute.
That's why I'm still finding it's because I don't know the layout. I go to one corner of the map and then I'm just going to. Some of them have walls and then some of them are kind of just dead ends. And I think as long as I can get these guys. Right, I've got a power thing back. So I'm just going to throw a load of knives at him and hope it.
Yeah, do the damage.
Oh. That didn't really do much, I'll be honest. I probably should have saved that for another wave of baddies. I'm assuming this is also the last stage because he's quite low on health. So let's just.
Yeah, he's quite low now.
See, they're in the water. Look, they're doing all right. Doesn't that end?
Yeah, well, that's when I went in it. It said it's a Vex. I think it was Vex radiation fluid.
Oh, you know what? I've just noticed he's got an exposed chest piece. He's got a crystal thing on the front, and I've just died.
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. I'm dead, and you're dead.
Oh no! Where's our friend?
This is going to be upsetting.
I hope just stay back. Don't do it. He's getting greedy.
Could do with a Titan bubble shield at this point.
Don't do it. He's gonna.
We got you.
Right, I'm running away. I'm not engaging this guy. I'm getting into cover. Because I am nearly dead. Wow! Right in the water.
Oh, you jumped in the fluid there. That was a mistake.
Last man standing. That's not a position I want to be. Sorry guys.
I was back in a second as well. Oh no, I'm back. I'm back.
Are you?
Yeah.
The trouble is, I respawned and it was right in a place where I didn't want to be, and that's. Oh come on, come on, come on, come on. He hasn't got much on him, surely. Ah, come on, run away, run away.
Just need to run away and regenerate health.
I can't, man. I just cannot get away from. See, this guy's quite tough now. You say all that, and they give you the really.
Thing is, I don't think I can get to revive anybody.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because they are all on this guy reviving me now, and that's the problem. Because he's just revived me.
Look at
They've all
that.
just
That's
turned
nonsense.
up, and it's just pushed me off the map. So I'd rather not be revived if it means they're gonna. I'm keeping my distance. I'm trying to.
You say that, but you don't want to be like all dead at the same time, and then it's restart. Okay, so we're all back.
I'm dead. Oh, you're lucky because I just died. He knew I was behind that wall and he wasn't going to move. But there's not much in him now, so let's.
Oh wow!
Thank you. Now I'm running away.
That explosive damage. He's nearly dead. You got him here.
All right,
it's all
well
you,
done,
but you look like you're okay.
We're good. We're
if you
good,
can revive our mate while you're there, just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. He might have some leftovers. I think though we're good. There's a treasure chest, so let's go and get you as well and reap the rewards.
Lovely, thank you. Yeah, got some prizes. That's good.
Just a little victory dance.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, good idea.
Woo.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of what I liked about the other Destiny games. When you get into modes like that, it does get tense and it does get a bit stressful, and then it's very rewarding when you do it. So that was good. And let's check it out. So Beanie Man there was the runt of the litter.
I think he joined late, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. He helped. He could have sat in a corner. So now let's let the countdown happen because it might automatically return us to orbit. I don't know if it continues after this, but should it return us to orbit, we can try a little bit of PvP.
Yeah, a quick go. Let's do it.
There we go. So, open director. And so we've got quick play, competitive multiplayer, 4v4, low intensity, and then the other one is competitive crucible, high intensity, fire team 1 to 4. So, how about we do a quick play, low intensity?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's do that then. And see who we get paired up with. So, I did try some crucible last night, and unfortunately, it was an objective game, but I'm not sure everyone wanted to play the objective, so there was some kind of tedious killing going on, but let's see how it goes.
Well, we've got a game pretty quickly. That's good. Matchmaking appears to be working.
Yeah, I definitely think they've sped up the load times on this. And it's running really well, actually. This seems to be like a good netcode. I can't. I mean, we'll see when we go into this multiplayer, but no issues so far.
Yeah, agree. Seems decent. Seems to be working pretty well.
Which one are you? So that's your Titan ships. I wonder what those guys are. Quite cool ships. They've got. Mine looks like a bug.
It's quite a good idea they give you high level stuff to play around with, because the last beta you started at the start with nothing and you earned it, and it was okay. You still got a good, but this is like all the good stuff. So it'll be a while before you get to this in the game, really.
Right. Now, as is often the case, everyone runs the B, so let's just run the B.
Oh right, I ran to a flag. I ran to C. Okay, it's fine.
Well, see, they're already held. Do you notice? So B is the one you want to capture and try and keep. I'm just going to keep. Oh god, pop my head up every so often. Take him out. There we go. And let's capture this thing. Might need some cover. Anyone with a shield? Nice one.
Not sure I put it in the right place there.
Oh,
but it might put it slightly to the side.
I should have activated my thing sooner, the health regen. Never mind, I've got quicker respawns on this now.
I couldn't work out what the symbols were at the top, but they're us, they're the players. So everybody has their own symbol that you'll be able to customize, presumably.
Or
Assault
clans
rifle,
even. They might be. I don't know how all that works. I don't suppose we're going to get a look in on clan stuff just yet. But oh, this is a problem. So this is where you realize. Well, what I always found with Destiny is that I really enjoy playing the single player content. Multiplayer, I'm generally naff at. So it might impact my enjoyment a bit. Admittedly, I'm not. I'm not like a lot
yeah, I
of these
mean,
guys where
it takes a while to get used to, doesn't it? Really, especially when you've got lots of icons and things on the screen, which if you play Destiny, you're familiar with. But I've not played Destiny 1 for a little bit, so it's just reassociating yourself with all the different icons and symbols and stuff that's flashing on the screen and such.
Yeah. But I normally get my ass kicked on this. Even though typically I do like objective-based games, but sometimes when you have that mix of, I just can't get the preciseness. I don't really know what it is. So I feel like some people shoot at me and I get one hit killed. But the good thing about Destiny is
a bit more animated, isn't he?
The commentator, yeah. But that's the good thing with this is at least you've got a bit of something for everyone. So even if you don't want to go into this, the single player content and the strikes and the raids are usually more than enough to keep you happy. So at least they are catering for everyone. I never seem to get these heavy ammo replens. It's like gold dust, isn't it? And everyone just
people gravitate towards it. So I think this has changed now. I was reading that I think the heavy ammo is just for whoever opens the chest, whereas on the last one it used to be whoever was near the chest.
Right.
So it looks like my clan from Destiny 1 has carried over the group that I was in, so that's quite nice.
Okay. There we go. I'll take that assist. And then it's like, I resigned to myself to the fact that I'm generally terrible. I got to the point in the first Destiny where I'd pretty much done all the single player content I wanted to, and the raids and the strikes, and then I started going into the Crucible around level 390, just a little bit above that, and it started getting these silly bits where you would have now kill 25 players in Crucible with a sword or something, and that was tough. Well, it is tough. I didn't do it, but that's when I started finding myself just slowly kind of weaning myself off the game. So
yeah, it is hard, some of those challenges. I never really got on with the melee stuff. The third person camera just didn't quite. I just found it a bit more challenging.
Yeah.
But I think it's because you switch as well from playing first to suddenly going to third. It's just slightly different. So there's an adjustment there which I struggle with a little bit.
So I'm just looking now. So we're on. Okay, so they're leaving.
Yeah, they're smashing us.
We are capturing Zone A. I'm going to run in on Zone A just to help out my friend. Or is it them? Is it us? My bad. I thought we were capturing that one team.
Oh, I've just noticed there's a different Titan option for your special. Oh, that would have been useful earlier.
Oh, well, why did I sit there? That was silly of me as well because I didn't apply. I didn't even look at the rewards I got from the last mission we did. So for all I know, I could have earned something that was. Oh god, well, I can check now while I'm respawning. No, do that. I've got a bit of a costume upgrade. We can swap into that. Why not? See what it looks like. Cool. Oh, we lost. All right.
We lost while you were changing your costumes. I'm not sure it contributed towards our defeat, though, to be honest.
Look at that paltry 6. Alright, so how do you feel about that? Do you want to carry on, or are we...
I think that's enough Destiny for tonight.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, is that going to take us back to orbit? Let's have a look. Because sometimes it might just automatically... there we go. So
that's Destiny.
So yeah, that's Destiny 2, and I think it's too early to know like what they've done. Even when I think of E3 and the presentation and the list of things that they were. Oh, I'm sorry, I should cancel that. Yeah, it's it does feel more like the same. And until we get into there, and we know how the clans work and the story missions and stuff. It's kind of just introducing us, I guess, comfortably. I kind of feel like at home playing this. I don't feel like there's anything too um, daunting. There's nothing really there that's.
Yeah, it's familiar. It's very, very familiar, and that's not a bad thing.